favorites in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the winners of 7 straight, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Thomas back to pass. Throws to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to...
He'll off one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before, and there was no hesitation. The opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back. And boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you can be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 25, exactly where he would have been if he'd taken the knee. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking to buy time. Unleashes one. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
Thomas looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's moved. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket.
Intercepted! Oh, what a play! He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Now improvising. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
All right, offense, it's got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time four-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Looking to throw, it's Hart. Rush is on him. Got his man to the left. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Love finding the big fella down in the red zone. 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
And he makes the extra point. There's set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Looking downfield, it's Overton. They're setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
Big guy tries to barrel in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. A great catch and run for 6.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Trying to get the edge on the right. Can't get him to the ground. That's a really nice job by this defense, maintaining outside leverage and knocking him down behind the line.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off play action. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Wide open downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense has given them and creating explosive play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Direct snap. It's Bussey. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Bringing the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Send the tight end in motion. Dropping back, it's Overton. Now he's going to break the pocket. Fires on the move. A strike downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clark. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Safe completion on the screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
The pitch to the left. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down. This offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
Wants to go up top. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Men don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. Now, the offense is in an interesting situation.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to scramble. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
And some room to work. Turning it on. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
And the Aggies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll go to the ground. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to throw, it's Overton. Looking left. It's caught downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got the back over the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Keeps looking downfield. On the move, he fires. He's open on the right. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Handoff from the gun. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Moon. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The lone back's got it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man, it's Hart. Pressure coming. Makes the catch, it's Armstrong. Snowed under by the defense.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll try to field the putt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on first down. Skips away from pressure. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's moving out of the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. He can't corral the push. The ball's on the ground. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the only time it's okay to stretch the ball out and fumble the football is on 4th down and short. It's on 4th down and goal when you have to lay out and you have to reach that football. You could tell he was trying to maybe reach that football, coughed it up. Defense forces the fumble, gets the stop on 4th down.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got a man. It's Armstrong. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Slips through the line. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Aggie.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self. Kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it. Kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
The AT unit on the field. Splits the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Miami was able to finish off a close one in South Florida today. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The option look. Fights off a defender. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and rotating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
They'll move the tight end. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
It'll be third and long. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Hart. He slings it deep to the left. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Aggies! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Well, I'm not sure who is closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Going to swing it on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Clark. And he'll be brought down.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Caught near the sticks. It's Griffin. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. The Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Thomas back to pass. On the move to his left. It'll be incomplete. Trying to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately
It's Cooper. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. To the ground with the back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Off the play fake. He put some heat on that one down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll send the back in motion. To throw, it's Hart. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
That's caught. It's Clark. There he goes. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with the big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's moved. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Have to put that 1st down behind them. It's 2nd and goal from the 11. Here's a heat. Lets it fly. Touchdown Gamecocks. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Extra point here will give them the lead.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Hart. Throws for the tight end. Finds space on the right. He's loose. The 30. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 balls at the 18.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. All kinds of room to the right. The 40. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Bussey. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw. It's Hart. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Now on the option. Now the pitch. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script, almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Stanley. He'll pitch it. Makes a man miss. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. They'll run it on first and goal. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Got his man quickly. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He took one to the house earlier in the game. You'll recall this time just takes a knee and they'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Dropping back, it's Hart. He fires to the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. The run to the right. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best?
A shot toward the end zone. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball.
Reels it in down the left side. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Let this Aggie quarterback keep picking up yardage with his feet, and all the Aggies will be swaying back and forth.
And it's such a great fan base. I mean, they love their team. They cheer for them. And when the offense is fun and high-flying, and you got a guy dealing at the quarterback spot, they really go nuts.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
What a great response by this defense. You give up the big play. What do? You respond right back. You get upfield, get to the quarterback, get the negative play, and get the momentum right back.
Sends it back in motion. To the air. It's Hart. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. The problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Gets the back moving. On fourth down, looking to pass. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And after failing to get that fourth down, it just feels like this game is over. They are going to need a miracle. They're going to need a quick 3 and out. They're going to need a turnover or something to have any shot at getting back in this game.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Right back to the well. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they're closing in on a solid top 25 win for the resume, in addition to holding off any thoughts of an upset.
Well, they were very anxious and eager, too, to make a statement to the entire country just how dominant they were. They have so much confidence in themselves that they wanted to prove it to everybody else. They wanted to prove it to their opponent here today. They dominated all 3 phases.
And now they put the college football world on notice. That was a nice win. You get these top 25 wins, they're big for your resume, big for your confidence, and everybody else starts to look at you a little bit more seriously. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
To the air, it's Hart. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time.
He's going for a big play downfield. And he's got it inside the 35. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. this offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. He might want another play. To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Bussey. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Looking for the score. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Back to throw, it's Hart. There's the pressure. Another incompletion on third down.
And that is a play you got to make as the defender. You've got the lead here late in the game. You got a chance to secure the win with the interception, and you put it on the ground. Missed opportunity.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, they're after him. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock.
Breaks into the open. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the running back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
At the 33-yard line. And first down for the offense.
And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Pocket breaking down. Now he'll fire back into the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.